It's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there. To celebrate the day, we got in touch with 4 women in the office to share their experiences and lessons learned from their mother.
My name is Jal Mboga. I'm a sub-editor with the Standard Digital. I have a son, his name is David. The thing I remember the most about my mom, she taught me so many things, obviously, and most moms will tell you that when you're growing up, your mom does all these crazy things, and at the moment they're super crazy, but then when you become a mother, it sort of just comes back to you. Like you're shouting at your son, you're trying to discipline them, and then it hits you that, oh my goodness, I'm turning into my mother. And when you say that, it is not very cool, but when you're living it, when you're turning into your mother, then it hits you that is not actually such a bad thing. But the thing that stood out for my mother, she always covered her hair, and I didn't understand that. Like, what's wrong with that? What's up with that? You don't need to cover your hair because you actually have really nice, healthy hair. Then she told me, when you're coming before God, covering your hair is part of you being humble. You humble yourself, because as women, I know I have short hair, but hair is part of the woman's beauty. To date, I can pray wherever, but the moment I'm really thinking about it, I'll always have my head covered.
My name is Faith Ngina. I'm a sub-editor with the Standard Digital. I'm getting married in a few months, and this one thing that I took from my mother, something that I really appreciate, especially in this journey before I even got married and after I decided to get married. There's one thing that she told me, and that is you need to be happy. She told me that the peace of mind that I will get out of all this is what will make her happy, because you find that in this era, especially when people are trying to get married, there's usually so much that is going on. People are telling you to do this and to do this so that you can please other people. But one thing she told me is that if you're not happy, you'll not be happy in your marriage. Even if you please other people, these people, they will not come into your marriage. They will not know the struggles that you're going through. So even as I'm getting into marriage, there's one thing that I have in mind, that the happiness that I will have living with my husband, my then husband, is what will make her happy. And that is something that I really take very seriously, and it's something that I want to pass on to my kids.
My name is Queen Boris Saina. I am the president of Standard Group Women Network. I'm also an editor at Standard Group. I'm married with 2 adorable kids aged 12 and 9. I come from a very big family. The time I was in class 6, I already knew how to use a sewing machine. Yes. And most of it is actually, I would just sit and watch. She made our clothes herself. We were these kids who had similar clothes. Yes. And we wore stockings and pumps. Yes, right from a very tender age. So that was just because of the kind of person she was, very organized, hardworking, hands-on. Apart from that, she really taught us a very valuable lesson, which I think we still use together with my siblings. She was a very humble woman. She had all the reasons to be proud and to boast about everything that she did, but she was extremely humble.
My name is Christine Herrera. I am a social media sub-editor intern at Standard Media. My mom is called Chris Wanjiru, and I think the one thing that she's taught me the most is unconditional love and loving selflessly. Like the way I see her with us, with my cousins, my nephews, my nieces, you just see her giving love unconditionally, and it doesn't matter whether you're her child or who else's child, she's just there giving you that love. Yeah.
Well, first of all, my daughter is 9. She's already, I took her first clip of her first lesson using the sewing machine. Yes, so I'm very proud of that. Yes, the other thing is just going for what you believe in. She was very soft-spoken, I think, just like myself. But that didn't mean that she didn't have, things go her way.
I think I'm just going to give this forward to my children. Just give them all the love I have to give in this world. because of what my mom has shown me. She's also taught me how to be resilient in what you do, because life will hit you, but you still have to stand strong. Like, don't fall back, keep fighting. I love her so much, and for her to have done all those things for us, it's unbelievable. I just want to love her so much. She's the love of my life. Yeah.
2 things I want to get right: his education and his spirituality. I will take him to school when he's ready, but right now, church is very important.
I didn't get that pressure from my mother. I did not get any kinds of, do this. If you don't do this, you're not going to do this. She told me, be you. This is your marriage. Don't imitate other people, and live your life. And that is one thing I took from my mom.